make a video with me? You want to tell them how me and your human dad met? He looks pretty excited. So, for those of you who don't know, this is me and my husband on our very, very wonderful special day. And I kind of wanted to tell everybody how we met and our story. Okay, so me and Matt met at church, and he was playing in the youth band for the youth, really. He was 24 when I met him, so he was kind of over my age. And I was actually friends with his cousin, and she was talking to him one night. And I don't know, I just kind of looked at him and I was like, oh, he's cute, and he's got a good attitude about him. Good head on his shoulders. And that was kind of it for a while. I didn't really talk to him or approach him. And we kind of just saw each other at church a few times. And then he made up some excuse to come down to the church and talk to me one Wednesday night after service. I was standing outside talking to some people, and he came down and just kind of got in the group and started talking. And y'all, we ended up talking for like ever. Everybody done left. It's like 10 o'clock, and my mom calls me, and she's like, where are you at? Like, you're not home. She was actually way nicer when she called me. But I was like, well, I'm outside the church talking to Matt. And she was like, oh, really? So you'll be home in like 5 minutes then, right? And I was like, well, yeah, because I'm actually not doing something wrong. And I got home in time. But it was kind of funny because he is about 5-6 years older than me. So that may have been an issue, but I think my parents kind of met him and was okay with it. But Mom, at first, she was like, so who's this Matt guy? I was like, oh, it's Mike's son, from church. And she was like, how old is he? And so she's like standing in the doorway, but in her bathroom, and I'm like sitting like where you are on her bed. And she's like, so like, how old is this guy? And I was like, he's 24. And she was like, what? Pretty much like, excuse me? Because I was like 18. But anyways, that doesn't matter now. We kind of didn't like date right off. We hung out a few times. We laughed and said I asked him out on the first date because I was totally cool with being just a church friend. Don't get me wrong. He was a cool guy. I was like, he may not even be interested in me as anything more, and I'm fine with that because he's a decent person, and I'm okay with just having him in my life. And I asked him to go to Taco Bell with me after church one time, and he went, and he paid for my food, and he drove, and I was like, oh, he totally digs me. So after that, it was all over with, y'all. He asked me to be his girlfriend officially after I graduated high school. He wasn't going to be that guy, that creep or whatever. I don't know. But I liked Matt a lot when I met him and when we were dating, because he was very, he was a gentleman. He was very considerate of me and my feelings, my thoughts, and I was the same with him, minus the whole opening the doors for him thing. I was just considerate of him, and he was considerate of me, and I thought it was a very healthy relationship. We never broke up. We fought, we argued, of course, everybody does, but he is very nice and a good guy. So I had to keep him around forever and ever and ever and ever. He stuck with me. So, and then we dated for like 3 years, and we went on a cruise with him, of course, and his sister and his brother-in-law, and he proposed to me on a beach in Mexico. And it was like amazing and hot, but it was amazing and happy. And it's kind of funny because I thought he was passing out from heat when he got down on his knee. I was so dumb. But I had no idea what was going on. And I don't know. He always finds a way to surprise me and amaze me. He's always doing something great. I just want people to understand that when they're looking for that person that they want to be with forever, it kind of took a lot in me because I didn't always date guys like Matt. I had to like be happy with myself and figure out with myself what I wanted in life. And I had to make myself a better person so that I could attract somebody that wanted to be with me. Like if I was out acting a fool and partying it up and not paying attention to him and doing drugs or something, he would not be attracted to me. He wouldn't want me because he doesn't like those things. So I just want to encourage you guys, when you are trying and grabbing for somebody to be in a relationship with, don't just date just anybody. Like, that's the problem. You have to set your standards, and that may involve you setting standards for yourself as a person, because it's got to take that. I heard it in a song one time. It's like, don't be a nickel out there looking for a dime. And it like hit me at some point. And I was like, well, it's true. You're going to attract people that want to be with people like them. I don't want to put anybody down, but really, mostly what it is just being happy with yourself and where you're at. Because you might be cool with going and partying it up and acting a fool. That might be what makes you happy. And you may be cool with another man that does that, or a man that does that for you in your life. I don't know. Whatever. I don't get it, but that may be you. You don't need to change anything. But you need to be happy with the fact that that's how you're going to live your life. That's what you're going to deal with, and that's what you're going to put up with. So, for me, I wanted somebody that could hold a job, that didn't do drugs, that would go to church with me on Sunday mornings. So that's a big thing about me. And that I could still cut up with, have fun with, go do stuff with. It wasn't, I'm not a goody-goody person, but, I'd like to have fun too. But I feel like your person that you choose for forever is like you. And if you're not happy with you, you're not going to be happy with anybody. So be happy with yourself before you go looking for somebody else to make you happy. Because you're going to ruin everything if you go and just strive for happiness in someone else. I just want you guys to know that that's important. It's not how the man is or woman is that you're looking for. It's how you are. Yeah. So, thanks guys.